So we're fresh into 2025, and the question is that you might be wondering, should I start a YouTube channel or should I wait? The answer is just start it now. There's no reason to wait any longer. We're talking about it now in 2025. In 2024, folks are saying the same thing about going into 2024, 2023, and so on. And even in 2026 and going forward, we'll probably be saying the same thing. Um, don't overthink it. Get your camera, get your phone if that's all you have, hit record, and let it roll. It's seriously almost that simple. As long as you have your idea and you know what you want to talk about, there's no reason to wait for having the proper gear, having a proper camera, having a microphone. Even though I have one here, I'm going to just kind of show you one or two things that not make a difference, but just to hear, so you can hear a difference. Very little editing. I'm in the room where I typically do my guitar lessons and my guitar studio stuff, which is typically a little darker with some light kits. Not even using that. Natural light from the window right across from me. And that's about it. So you might hear some things going on here and there, which maybe that's another reason to edit. I've got a phone back here that goes off occasionally, but it's all good. There's no reason to wait. Just go for it. Hit the record button and just do it. There's no reason not to. It will be your best video? Probably not. Probably be one of your worst videos. But you've got the ball rolling all of a sudden now at this point, which is what you need to do. In 2020, I started my first channel, Six String Fun. And I'm still working on that one a lot as we speak. Almost 4,000 subscribers. I then started another one called Road Trip with Richie Flip. Sometime after that, we're just, again, a lot of the traveling I did on the road back and forth from Jersey to Charlotte, down that and back and forth. I just recorded stuff. State parks, national parks here within the states, local things, hiking. I just filmed it, and there wasn't a whole lot of editing going on with that either. I also have a third channel called Trucks with Richie. Pretty simple, and all I do is record the big rig trucks. I remember as a kid growing up, I loved the big rigs. Right, that's what I did. And now I just have the camera. I shoot them, and believe it or not, that channel's taking off more than anything else that I've done so far. So you never know what that idea that is that you have and how it can just balloon from there. It's going to take time, but don't worry about it. Just have fun with it. Again, I want to just kind of show you with this video with very little editing, with very little audio help, no lighting other than natural light, that you can make this work with just a smartphone. That's what I'm using. I'm using a Google Pixel phone, and that's it. I've got the mic, the wireless mic, routed into the camera, but without the mic, here's how it would sound. And then this is how it sounds, just using the natural, sound within the room, using the mic within in the phone itself. Sure, a bit of a difference, but is it that big of a difference where it's going to hinder you from starting what you want to do? I'd say no. I'd say don't even worry about it. I just happen to like using the microphone for certain situations, especially for this video, just so you can kind of hear the differences, and I'm just more comfortable with the sound coming out of here. That's really it. So I'm going to go back to the other microphone now. So now that that's out of the way, was it that big of a difference? It's up to you. Totally your call. I don't think after when I started figuring things out almost 5 years ago, if it would have made that much of a difference. So you're going to find a lot of folks saying to you the same thing I'm saying to you, and they've been saying it for years. Just don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just get out there, hit the record button. I'm just telling you the same thing because that's what I've been doing the last 5 years. I can't, let's put it this way. Going back, thinking about that first video I did, I want to say it was like February 18th of 2020, right? Just before we go into lockdown with COVID. How long it took me as far as just sitting on the couch, hitting that record button for the first time, and just, hi, this is Rich. I got over that quickly because I already knew it's going to be terrible, but I'm going to build upon it. Remember, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you got to be consistent, have that idea of yours, and just create the content you want to create. Don't overthink it. Have that idea, whatever it is that you might be. Again, this is kind of my fourth channel, and I just felt it was time to start talking about my journey. You have to understand something. I'm not telling you how to do it, what to do it, why to do it. I'm just really going to kind of give you my thoughts along the way of this 5-year journey thus far. And I'm hoping there's another 5 years beyond that because it's been fun. It keeps me going. I don't want to say this is a full-time job because it's not, but it's a full-time in terms of your mind is always on and you're thinking about stuff. That's how I would look at it. So think of it that way. And if you have the ideas, one of my videos I've mentioned, have a notebook. Your notebook's going to be your best friend because it's just the easiest way to just write stuff down and not forget it. Because I have forgotten plenty of stuff, thinking, oh, no big deal. I'm not gonna forget that. Yeah, I forgot. So and that's even within the last couple of months. You get a little cocky with not gonna forget it. You're gonna forget it. Will I take my own advice going forward? I should. I don't know if I will, but I gotta just hope that I will. Um, there are when you get deeper into this, another thing that you're going to probably enjoy doing is looking at metrics for certain things. You start diving deep into numbers. And I haven't done it in a while, but if you start looking into the numbers as far as how many YouTube users are actually out there, I don't know what that number is. It's got to be, I don't even want to guess because it's such a huge number and it's been a while. I'm sure it's grown since then. The number of YouTube users compared to the number of, say, channels, creators out there, and then breaking that down to creators with 1,000 subscribers, creators with 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, those that are monetized, you will find that you start to put yourself into some very interesting company, and it's not a big group. So again, it takes some time. Again, for me, I think it took about 2 years to get monetized. I am not making millions of dollars. I'm just not, but that's cool. I am getting a decent amount every month where I can put a tank of gas in my car or two, and that's I'm pretty proud of that, knowing where I came from and how things are still growing and gaining momentum. I don't know what that means for the future, and I don't really care. I'm having fun doing this. For the guitar channel, I do guitar lessons, tutorials. I try to do the songs that I like, but also the songs that people out there, who watching my channel like, and I try to find that happy medium. Again, all your research you're going to do as you start your channel. Instead of guitar, fill in the blank. For me, it was guitar. It was road tripping. It was being out there doing things. It's the truck channel. And now it's this. So this is all brand new. I think I've only got about, as of right now, 18 subscribers. Hey, if you're new to this, how many subscribers do you have? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. Where are you right now? I think if you're watching this and you've kind of watched this far so far, we're all on the same boat. We're trying to get those subscribers, get the watch hours, whatever it might be. We're all starting out here. Don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged because it does take some time. Looking back on the first channel, I know it took some time. I remember sitting at 30 something subscribers thinking I'm not going anywhere here. I had too much of a gap in between videos, which kind of hurt the channel as far as just showing progression. And I think that I'm just shy of like 3,800 subscribers now on that one. The truck channel with the last 6 months has just taken off. I don't know why, but you think about it. There's a lot of people that like watching trucks, on the highway, the big rigs, like the pre-90s. If you're watching, and anything about the rigs, the pre-90s, the sharp lines, the flat noses. That's what people dug, and it's the ones that just you can hear them coming down the highway, right? The new trucks nowadays just don't do it. You know what I'm talking about. So you never know. I mean, that one's. I'm trying to think. I think I'm over 2,000 subscribers on that channel, only with me pushing it the last 6 months, if that. So it's interesting how things work out. I don't know what else I can share with you. And again, this isn't meant to be like you have to do this, do that. It's just kind of, if you're stuck, you'll get yourself unstuck. Just roll with it. Be creative with what you know. I hate this term, think outside the box, but think outside the box. If you have something you like doing, how can you put a spin on it that maybe not everyone else is doing? And maybe you've said to yourself, yeah, I mean, I like that, but I would do it differently. This is how I would do it. Go for it. Because if you're thinking of it, that means there's other people out there that think of that. And if really what we're doing here is global, because I have, again, with the guitar channel, I've got folks all over the globe who tune in for certain things. US, Canada for locally, but we're going to Europe, we're going to Australia, India. That's mind blowing, knowing that there's somebody halfway around the world watching your content and enjoying it. So I would just say do it. The age has nothing to do with it. You've got creators my age, you got creators younger than me, and you've got creators older than me that are just starting out now. So I don't think there's any excuses for you to not do this. Really, have fun with it. Again, am I a step ahead with most creators, who are starting out? Sure, I've got the microphone here, but I only use it for this video so that way you can kind of know what the difference is between the audio. I'm on a tripod only because it was probably the first thing I bought and it was inexpensive. I truly believe if you've got a budget of $100, there are things that you can buy that would make you look like you're in a professional studio. I want to say this tripod was roughly 30 or $40. The mic set maybe was 20, and over there I've got my light kits along the wall, $40 maybe. So you're right around that $100 mark without even trying too hard to make things work. Can I do some other things? Yeah, but I don't think I need to at this point for what I'm doing. It doesn't. I don't need it, and I've got things I don't even use that I've bought. So the easier you keep it, more streamlined, simple, you will find that works for a lot of these videos. How many videos have you seen where production is fantastic, content just isn't what you're looking for, and vice versa? I don't know where this video is going to fall. I'm just literally, I'm sitting here just talking to you. I had the idea, record, and that's it. So there's nothing prepared. I should definitely have, for certain videos you can be more prepared for. My guitar videos, yeah, I'm prepared because I'm taking notes, chord progressions, I'm writing things down to make sure that I kind of get through the song as best I can. A lot of the times I'm just kind of giving my take on how I would play a certain song. A perfect example, I just did an AC/DC tutorial on Shoot the Thrill, right? And again, all my channel info is below, but I've done that, and I did it for the acoustic guitar, so it's very different than a full band. And I just broke it down how I think you can do it as a solo artist, and it works well. So be confident in what you're doing. And here's the other thing: you're going to have people out there not liking what you're doing, going out of the way for the nasty comments. I say bring it, honestly, because my question to you out there is if you are one of those people and you're watching this, show me what you've done. All right. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this. I'm not. But I am saying if you're going to be out there and be that critical and make it a point to get out there and say certain things, I want to see what you've done. My dad used to always tell me, and as I've gotten older, you think about it more and more. Some people aren't happy unless they make you miserable. And I roll with it. I know I'm not perfect. I know what I'm doing here maybe doesn't apply to everyone, and it may not be the greatest thing in the world, but I know that there are other people out there that are in the same boat, and they want to just kind of hear that support, and that's what I'm here for. So I don't know what else to tell you other than get your phone, hit record, and let it roll. Seriously, I think you'll find when you get the first one, first two, first three going, um, it'll be a lot easier. So don't sit back and worry, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it. If you have that idea, go for it. I mean, down here, look, I've got my Rush box set right from the first album. My guitar channel, there's one or two videos. I just talk about Rush albums. I rank them. And of course, that brings out a lot of people because everyone's got their opinion on no matter what the band is and their albums. But it's a great way to kind of get topics and conversations, moving forward. So don't overthink it. If you have an idea and you think it's going to work, get it going. All right, get started on it. I guarantee you, once you get rolling on some of these videos, it's going to be a relief. You're going to be excited, and you're going to want to start doing things more and more. All right. I'm always here if you have any questions. You can email me. Well, you can comments down here, right? The links to my channels are below. Six String Fun, Road Trip with Richie Flip, Trucks with Richie, and then this one, I just came up with the new title for this channel, which I think certainly fits. So it may not be exactly aligned yet, but we're calling it the Flip Side with Richie Flip. And the flip side meaning flip for my nickname, flip side meaning my take on things, and Richie Flip right here. So I thank you for hanging out. It's been a long video. Hopefully you watched a little bit of it. See you folks later. Bye.